Make sure that you watch this whole video from start to finish and just treat it as a form of entertainment or education. But I'm sure that if you are able to watch it, without skipping, by the end of it, you're going to understand exactly what goes into being able to make money remotely, even if you're a complete beginner. Now let's jump straight into one of the first ones, which is with a zero inventory online store. Now this one's actually quite interesting because the way that most people think about building up an e-commerce business is that they believe that they need to buy a whole bunch of inventory, they need to ship it into their country, and then from there they need to now start shipping it out one by one. And I'm not saying that that's a bad way to go, because that's what I've been doing over the years, and I actually made over $1 million by doing that. But in the world that we're living in right now, there's so many different alternatives when it comes to being able to set up an e-com store where you don't need to hold any inventory, and because you don't have a whole bunch of inventory hanging over your head, you're going to be able to run your online business anywhere that you want. For example, let's say you're based in the US right now and you've got a zero inventory online store. You're going to be able to pick up your laptop if you want to move to a different country, whether Thailand, whether Dubai, wherever you want to move to. You're going to be able to pick up your laptop, get on a plane, move to a different country, and still earn money with no interruptions. The best way to build up a zero inventory online store is going to be with a Shopify store. Main reason is that you can integrate various different suppliers and you're going to be able to run your business in the way that you want. The good thing about Shopify is that it integrates with softwares like AutoDS. If you haven't heard of AutoDS, it's a software that allows you to connect to multiple different suppliers that are based all around the world. So with a few clicks of a button, you can get a Shopify store built. From there, you can now start adding products onto that store, and then all you got to do is start driving traffic to that store. And whenever sales start coming through the door, it's going to be AutoDS's responsibility to make sure that your suppliers have all of the details of all of your different customers. And the main advice that I do want to give you if you're thinking about making money this way is that you want to make sure that you're building up a real brand, a real brand identity with logo, color scheme, just the whole package when it comes to making this business professional. The mistake that so many people make is that they go into this business and they try and do it generically, and by doing that, all you're doing is putting yourself in a position where things are not going to last over the long term. So if you are thinking about starting a zero inventory online store, just make sure that you structure it right from the very beginning and make sure that you've got a solid foundation. But moving on to one of these second remote ways of being able to earn money anywhere that you want, which is going to be with an AI-based service business. Now this might sound a little bit confusing, but essentially all this is where you're going to find business owners that need a particular service done. And instead of you having to do it yourself, you're going to use AI when it comes to completing the task. And to be honest with you, there's so many different options available when it comes to building up a service business. And that's why it's important for you to focus on just one initially. And then from there, you can now start adding other services as you go along. For example, let's say if you're thinking about starting up a website building service where you're going to look for local businesses that are maybe operating right now, but they don't have a website up and running, you can now reach out to them, offer to build their website with the help of AI. And there's certain ways that you can also automate this entire process, so you don't have to sit there constantly looking for leads yourself. But let me give an example of what I'm talking about. You can just go onto Google Maps right now, look for a certain type of business in a specific location. From there, you can, make sure that they don't have a website already operating. It's going to be, things along the lines of hairdressers, barbershops, mechanics, tire repair shops, nail shops, these type of businesses. By using Google Maps, it's going to show you which ones don't have a website. You can then go onto their Facebook profile, see if you can find their email address, and build up a list of different email addresses, and then use Hostinger when it comes to building the websites for the companies that have responded back to your email. That's a general overview of how this works, but it goes without saying as to why this is a remote way of making money, because you can find clients that are based in America, in Germany, in France, and you can be based anywhere that you want. The only thing that you need to do with this remote way of making money is to make sure that you're consistent when it comes to outreach and contacting all of these different local businesses. But swiftly moving on to the third remote way of being able to earn money, which is going to be by selling instant downloadable online products. So I've been able to generate multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit from selling these type of products on the internet in so many different ways. And even brand new beginners are also able to do the exact same thing. And the reason why I like them is because of what I just said. The customer is going to be able to instantly download them, which means that there's no restrictions when it comes to who you can sell them to, which means that the customer is going to be happy, they're going to get it straight away. And thirdly, there's not going to be any manufacturing cost, any shipping fees, or anything like that. And there's countless different types of products that will allow someone to instantly download them. Things like ebooks, online courses, spreadsheets, digital planners, and the list goes on and on. And again, I'm sure that you guys can already tell why this is a remote way of being able to make money, because let's say if you was thinking about selling some sort of an online course and you wanted to sell it on Teachable. Teachable is just one of the many ways that you can host a digital product. From there, as long as you're driving traffic to it, you're not going to have to do anything when it comes to fulfilling your orders. Teachable is going to grant access to the people that buy your digital product, which means that everything can be ran in the background. And even when it comes to making digital products, it's not difficult to do as well, because there's AI tools out there that you can use that's going to be able to create a digital product for you from start to finish. If you wanted to use something like Gamma.app, you can use it when it comes to making some sort of an ebook. Or if you wanted to use it when it comes to creating some sort of an online course, the sky's the limit really when it comes to the possibilities of using the internet to help you build up a remote source of income. And this is the same thing with the next one that I want to talk about, which is with a content-based referral business. Now, this might sound a little bit confusing, but I found it to be one of the best ways to make a remote source of income, because all it comes down to is producing content. And with that content, the goal is to get people to click on a referral link. And a referral link is going to be linked to you, which means that whenever someone clicks on that link and purchases that product, you're going to earn something called a referral income. Now, in terms of what type of content you're going to be producing, it's going to be completely down to you. And it's also going to be in relation to the type of products that you're going to be promoting. But to give you a quick example of what I'm talking about, let's say if I wanted to promote specific types of products on Amazon, let's say MacBooks, tech products, iPhones, because these have a really high price point. All I'm going to need to do is create content around this, start making content about the pros and cons of buying specific MacBooks, maybe, make videos showcasing certain iPhones, whatever it is. And then from that, I'm now going to be able to get the affiliate link for all of these different products on Amazon and put them in the description of my video. Or if I wanted to make Instagram videos, TikTok videos, I'm going to put the link in bio. Again, when it comes to building up a referral-based content business, you don't need to be in a specific location. Whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Asia, wherever you are, you're going to be able to find the right affiliate program to sign up to so that you can start getting your affiliate links. And all you got to do from there is be strategic when it comes to publishing content. And because of the world that we're living in right now, you don't even need to show your face on video if you don't want to. There's so many different tools out there that you can use when it comes to making content that you can post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, whichever social media platform you want to use. Your only job is to make sure that you're producing valuable content on a consistent basis that's ultimately going to lead someone to your referral links. But moving on to the next way of being able to earn a remote source of income, which is going to be by publishing content to earn AdSense revenue. Now, a lot of people out there don't consider AdSense when it comes to them building up a source of income, but the reason why I like it is because there's no restrictions when it comes to how many different platforms you can have for you to earn multiple sources of AdSense revenue. Now, for those of you that are completely new to this concept, essentially AdSense is owned by Google, and Google pays AdSense payments, on a monthly basis to people that are posting content, whether in the form of written content or video content. So if you're someone that wanted to build, let's say, a blog website, and you're consistent when it comes to publishing a specific type of content, you're going to be able to sign up for the AdSense program and start earning money that way. Or if you wanted to start posting video content on YouTube, you can also do that and start earning money as well. I myself, I've got multiple different blog websites that I'm running right now that I've automated, that I don't have to sit there posting the articles myself, but yet I'm able to get traffic onto the websites and still earn money from them. Same thing goes with YouTube channels. I've got a couple different YouTube channels that I'm operating right now as we speak, and I'm able to earn money from them all around the world as well. My advice to people is to always make sure that if you are thinking about producing any type of content, written or video, it's very important to make sure that you pick a niche that you're happy to continue running, for the foreseeable future. You don't want to just start something just for the sake of making AdSense payments, because all that's going to happen is that you're going to hit your first obstacle, you're going to end up giving up, and you're going to end up wasting your time and energy. But moving on to the sixth remote way of being able to earn money, and it's something that I've been doing for the past 6, 7, probably up to 10 years now, which is by building up weekly niche email newsletters. So again, this is another method of making money online remotely that a lot of people believe don't work anymore and there's no point doing it, when I found it to be one of the best ways of being able to build up a real business. Because if you're able to own a newsletter that sends out emails around a specific topic to a group of people every single week, where people look forward to your emails, with this, you're now going to be able to promote so many different products and services that's going to allow you to make money anywhere that you want. At this present moment in time, I've probably got around 4 different weekly email newsletters that I've been building up for the past few years. They range from topic to topic, but the reason why I recommend most people to build up an email newsletter is because it's something that you're going to own no matter what. Think about it like this. I've got an email list with over 60,000 people on it with an average open rate of around 40%. So even if a few people unsubscribe now and then, I've still got tens of thousands of people that I know have signed up for a particular reason. And the best part about an email newsletter is that all of the emails can be automated. You don't have to sit there writing every email every single week. Depending on what email marketing software you're using, you can schedule the emails far into the future so that everything is running on autopilot. But this now brings me on to the 7th remote way of being able to generate a passive source of income. And again, everything I've spoken about in this video isn't financial advice, and that includes this one, which is to earn money from investments. Now, making money from investing into certain assets is definitely one of the most passive ways, and it can be one of the most remote ways as well. It does come with a level of risk. You could lose your money, so you need to be wise when it comes to what you're investing into. The main way that I've been investing over the years is into specific index funds, specific ETFs, but we're actually in an interesting time right now where certain things have gone down and you can actually get them at a discount. And of course, I'm not a psychic, so I don't know exactly when things are going to go back up. But if you wanted to watch a recent YouTube video that I made, where I spoke about how you can take advantage of what's happening right now when it comes to the Trump tariffs, and how you can use AI tools like DeepSeek to help you to be able to set up an investment plan, just click the link over there, watch that straight after this, because it's already helped out so many people. I've been getting DMs from people that have been able to benefit from that video. So I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish, it can also help you out as well. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.